All right, so look, typically there's like this countdown clock, and I did not get into the room soon enough to go over everything. So we're just gonna start this raw dog.
Damn,
Baby, I
brother.
like it
Seriously.
raw. Baby, I like
Jeez.
it
I'm
raw.
nasty.
Look, this is the legendary Nerd-O-Roundtable. The Friday nights are here. Yours truly, King Nerdificent Wallace Sharp in the building. I see Ryan Twitch Master McBain.
What a beautiful day to be a real fan.
That is what the hell I am talking about. Anthony from Two Cubicles Down.
Oh, it's a good Friday today for sure.
Man, okay, so Anthony, you did not see Ghostbusters Afterlife yet,
I
correct?
did not catch it, but I caught another show.
Okay, all right, so we're going to get to the show you caught by name Cowboy Bebop. Dr. Liz from the Freeway will be joining us with some surefire Dowdy McDowderson level hate, but it's all good. I'm going to start with, this is the film that I've been waiting for. I wanted this film made for the longest, and I appreciate every single thing that was done in this movie, period. This film was a true ode to the 80s. It took me back to my childhood. The minute Ecto-1 first turned on those damn sirens, I screamed out loud in the theater. The first crackle of Energon beam flying across, I screamed. Every single thing about this, it hit on every note. This is the perfect, and I mean the perfect sequel or trequel, because this is the third go round, and this is true to the original. Everyone shat loudly on the Melissa McCarthy led Ghostbusters film.
Trash.
And the reason that they did is because it wasn't this. This was Ghostbusters. What they did was not Busters. Okay. I see. Let me let Dr. Liz into the building. Dr. Liz is coming in. All right. Well, eventually she'll be in. But all right. So McBain, my fellow child of the 80s.
Yes. You know what? Real talk. Usually, sequels should not be made, but this ain't one of them times. You don't understand what I'm saying? Now,
Yes.
This movie was a awesome sequel to my childhood. Everything about it I liked, and I was just shocked that I liked the little girl Phoebe the most. I liked how nerdy she was, how socially awkward she was. Her stupid jokes, even, I thought were funny.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna like Paul Rudd the most, but no, Phoebe stole the show for me. I loved it. I loved the callbacks. I just like, it was like a slow burn to like liking all the characters. And let's be real, at the end of the movie, I was teary-eyed because I didn't see that happening. I mean, I could not foresee that happening. That ending, that final act, I was like, wow. This
For
is
me,
the ultimate fan service.
Was really, really shocking, and I didn't think that they were going to do it. I thought the intro, what we were shown of the late Egon Spangler, I thought that, I said that's really cool how they did that, how they kind of let you know that it's him, but you're not showing him because you can't show him, because Harold Ramis is passed on. So I thought that was all we were going to get, and I was like, wow, that was really cool how they did that. When you bring it full circle to the end of this story and the way that they animated that ghost of Egon.
We should probably add that this is a spoiler cast. Okay, we spoil the shit out of this.
Full on spoilers. It's coming down your throat. Look, when he showed up on the screen, I literally choked up just a little bit. I was like, oh, don't do it. Don't do it. This is Ghostbusters Afterlife. Don't let him come down. From beginning to end, the way they set this film up, they were not in a hurry. They were careful to make sure that they crossed every T, dotted every I, as far as connecting it to the original and making sure that every single thing that happened in this film was true to the original. This film picked up perfectly where the last film left off. They explain the absence of the Ghostbusters. They explain the Ghostbusters phenomenon and why all these years later, the Ghostbusters are the thing of myth and legend, but they did exist. So it's not like it's not a reboot. It's not they're coming into the Ghostbusters and it's just like, well, no, hell no. This was directly connected to the original that's not a trilogy. The original duology.
You call it a trilogy because it's
now it is.
Yeah.
Now it is. Now it is.
Even though you didn't see Egon a lot in this movie, he was there the whole time. I was laughing my ass off when Phoebe was downstairs going through her granddad's stuff, and she's like, "Wow, how'd you do all this?" And the lamp pointed to all of his PhDs. I was like, "Okay, that's funny."
Yeah,
that was funny. Just the whole complete fan service nostalgia. I'm happy. It's been a long time since I've left the theater at peace and happy. It's like, you know what? I feel good. I am so happy right now after watching this movie.
Yeah, I mean, and I see all the critic reviews, and they're saying maybe it's a little too much fan service. To which I say, why the fuck not? If you're gonna bring a film franchise back after some 30 plus years, why not make sure you stick to the original? Why would you redo it and do it all over?
Years. You had a shit film smack dab in between there with the Melissa McCarthy one. You had that hatred of that film.
The Melissa McCarthy film is not of this Ghostbusters universe, but did you see how this film was produced by the Ghostbusters universe film production company, whatever, indicating that there is a larger Ghostbusters universe?
But you still have that bad taste left in your mouth after watching the Melissa McCarthy film.
I don't know if I have a bad taste in my mouth. Dr. Liz, can I hear you?
Nope, your audio's off.
Muted.
There you go. There you go.
There you go. Welcome, Dr. Liz. How you doing?
Hey, everyone.
Question for you, Dr. Liz. Were you a fan of the original Ghostbusters movie?
I am.
Okay. That.
But I want to be very, very clear that I did not see the original in movie theaters because I was too young.
Oh,
and so, Ghostbusters always came on television constantly. So that's kind of how I got introduced to. Same thing. I feel the same way about Rocky. Both of them. I was introduced to both of them on television.
Interesting. And I think, what was it, Goonies as well? You saw that on television?
Oh, you want to go there?
I'm curious. He wants to go there. I'm trying
for all of our faithful listeners. They trashed me because I was like, Goonies.
It's part of us getting to the bottom line of your reasoning. Okay, so
I didn't dislike the movie.
In our thread, you were.
I did not dislike the movie.
You weren't.
No, I felt that the movie, just like you all said, was a slow build, but I also felt that the last 30-35 minutes of the movie was everything to me, to where it's watchable, to where I actually liked it. But my hesitation it's not, I don't feel like it gave too much fanfare, but I do feel like this is one of the problems when you decide to make a sequel or something to a movie that is kind of old. And well, but I'm saying, but I'm saying because they did not really, I'm not saying I didn't like it. I'm saying that they didn't update the effects in a way that made it look like it was 2021. They still made it look like there was still an ode to the older Ghostbusters. Yeah. And I think that that's cool for people in the age group that really liked the original Ghostbusters. But in 2021, I'm curious because I looked around the crowd and it was like me. So I am curious to see how much this is going to fall, with amongst current viewers, it's almost, I mean, you know how much you guys, how I lame it on all these reboots and redos and
sequels. Yeah.
I'm just like, can you just let it go and come up with a new idea? I think I liked it, but I think I would have loved it if this was on, Netflix or HBO Max.
For me, the things that you point out are the things that I think they went above and beyond to get right. The fact that they kept the ghosts the way that we knew them, the way that the sound effects, the special effects, everything that happened, a lot of practical effect usage, a lot of stuff that took you right back to the originals. And it's interesting because, because my kids, my son is 15, my little girl's 11, and they have watched Ghostbusters who knows how many times now, because that's one of the few 80s properties I've been able to introduce them to that they weren't like, Dad, what were you on, man? Like, what was up with y'all? Y'all just had no entertainment when you were a kid. Like, but that's one of the ones that from the very first time to even when it comes on now, right? They will watch it like, this is dope. They loved it. They were like, this is it. You're doing it right now.
I still feel like one of the more sophisticated it wasn't a redo, but it had the spirit of the redo, which was that Netflix show that gave credence to Back to the Future. Remember, it was that little black girl who went back to the past with the soda can.
Oh yeah. The Spike Lee produced one. I can't remember what that was called.
Yeah,
that was cute.
And I felt like, because part of the problem with the 80s films, and we talked about it in our thread about all their talks about redoing all these other 80s films, that you're like, how you gonna do that?
Roadhouse.
I just and I think this is another one where I liked it, but I don't know how much it's going to be appreciated.
For the hardcore fans, for all those who actually keep Ray Parker Jr.'s Ghostbusters on the radio annually, the fact that record is in commercials and it's all over. I mean, Ghostbusters now is probably as big a cult classic as any 80s property. It's probably one of the more popular of the 80s, things that are just general audience knowledge. You see that logo, that's Ghostbusters off the top. There were kids who were still dressing up as Ghostbusters to the point where, they said, hey, we've got something here. Let's redo it, but let's redo it with an all-female cast, which is what got the Melissa McCarthy version of this film greenlit, because there was such a cult following. They missed the ball with that. Instead of just saying, hey, why not just redo this one? But again, I think it was because, and something that really, really hit me in watching this film, the fact that Jason Reitman did this one as a tribute and in honor of his late father, Ivan Reitman. And the story that seemed to be told in this film, it just had me wondering how much of this is him telling his story and not being, around his father because his father was so busy being in Hollywood producing movies. I just wonder if that was a part of it, because the story that was told in this film was so personal. It was surprisingly personal. It was so real. Like the characters in this film, they weren't over the top movie characters. They just seemed like people that I actually would know, like people that are just dude,
I did like the little girl.
My life is jacked up.
Yeah, Phoebe,
I liked Phoebe a lot. I didn't particularly care as much about the teacher.
He was a bad substitute teacher. Let's be honest.
He was a bad. I loved his badness.
He was showing child's play in the classroom.
He said, "Look, I'm gonna put on Cujo right now, so I can go and do my thing in the back." I thought he was great. Look, the dad jokes. I laughed hard at everyone. Maybe I'm just stupid like that.
I was the only one in the theater sitting up here laughing, and I was just like, "This is not hitting." But then again, there's only 14 of us. So it wasn't like there's a lot of
early showing, so I'm very curious to see how it does over the weekend. I'm very curious.
Yeah,
but it's coming out at a good time. There's no competition.
I think it should have came out closer to Halloween. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I can tell by watching this movie that this movie came from love, and if they choose to make a sequel to this, I really believe it's in good hands, very good hands.
Yeah.
Thank you for like not destroying my childhood. Once again, I'm at peace.
Do you know when they said Sojourner Reaver, I was like, did I miss her?
Sigourney.
I was just like, I know I didn't miss her.
It was dope. It was dope when they came up. Yeah.
I was like, oh, but I'm gonna say this though. So y'all can get mad at me, but the previews and the releases, the drops, oh, this person's gonna be in it, this person's gonna be getting people excited about it. I expected a lot more of this person's gonna be in it, this person was gonna do this, and the preview, I was like, oh my Lord, this is so slow. Like, when we gonna get?
But see, the thing is,
because they were passing the torch. That's
why. If they would have spent too much time bringing the others in, it would have literally taken everything away from these actors who, outside of the son, who kids everyone knows from Stranger Things, and Paul Rudd, no one really knows this cast. Even Bokeem Woodbine, I was like, man, what Bokeem doing in this?
First
it was
50 minutes.
If you would have had the originals in there, it would have been a travesty. Now, if they would have gone the route of Star Wars, you would have just had, Venkman in it, and he would have put in a call to the other two for a sequel, and we would have been like, well, we're not going to see them busting, and then and maybe he would have died in this one. But no, to see them all together, all bringing back those classic lines in that moment, light them up. I was like, light them up. I was yelling.
So no Rick Moranis?
No, but you know what? His character wouldn't have fit in this. Really? I was talking to Cunningham a second ago, and the way they did this story, the only reason he would have needed to be in it is if it was in New York. But so much of it took place in this small town. To have him in it, it wouldn't have made sense. To have homegirl, the secretary, come in, the way they brought her in and out, it made perfect sense. It was like, yeah, that makes sense. You're here to help settle.
She was in there longer than that.
No, she was.
It was a day shoot.
3.4
seconds. Did you watch the end credits scene? Did you not watch the end credits? Or
I did.
I'm the only one that watched. Okay, but she was in there for longer than 3 seconds. And her points
4.2 seconds.
You're just hating right now. Dude, I thought she was in there enough. Yeah. You're just tripping right now. It was great. It was great. And I'm looking forward, and like, I hope they make a sequel to this.
What's interesting is this film is the same level of fan service and the same level of love as Cobra Kai. Anyone who was a fan of Cobra Kai would love something like this, because the way Cobra Kai is the perfect continuation of the Karate Kid story that you didn't even know you needed to know. Like, you didn't need a Karate Kid series, but then when you watch it, you're like, I actually did need to know all this, because it changes your whole perspective on the Karate Kid films. Cobra Kai, and it takes it to the next level. It passes the baton. It's great like that. This film did the exact same, in that it brought everything to the future, brought everything to those of us who grew up with it, and successfully said, hey, next generation, here you go. Yes. I love the little dude podcast. I think her older brother
he was so cute.
They all have such a good role.
Isn't this just proof then that Hollywood has ran out of ideas?
Yes.
When they're just picking stuff from the 80s and just
Hollywood is morally,
they've been doing that though,
financially, mentally. Hollywood is just broke on ideas. They're bankrupt on ideas. The fact that they are doing a movie based on Great Wolf Lodge, I kid you not, they're doing an animated movie based on the damn hotel/water park.
That's I got Haunted Mansion. It's a ride. And, you did all that, but
look,
still,
Haunted Mansion, sure, but Great Wolf Lodge, they're doing a damn Pop-Tart movie. They're doing it doesn't matter right now.
For those of you who do not know where Anaheim is, I mean, it because of. Is it Anaheim, or is it like on the outskirts of Anaheim?
It's on the outskirts, but there's Great Wolf Lodges all over. There's one in
but
Erie.
I'm talking about the one
in Atlanta,
in California. I'm saying that as a joke, because when you think of Anaheim, you think of Disneyland.
Of course.
You're not thinking about going to no hotel with a swimming pool. Like,
and a water
what are
slide.
we
Don't forget the
doing?
water slide.
The only movie I know of a hotel based on is a Grand Budapest Hotel movie with what's his name, Wes Anderson. And
The Bates Motel.
And the location is so ridiculous. Like, it's in the middle. It's such a stupid location for where you. This is not a vacation spot. And if people come along and say, "Oh, I'm going to go there for a vacation," why do you need to go there for a location?
Because people are crazy. People are crazy, and that's why they are doing this film. Me personally, for my money, I absolutely loved it, and I really and I'm going to go see it again because I saw it. I saw it right up the street from where you work, Ryan. I saw it over at the Regal, right around the corner.
Same here, brother. Same here.
You know, and I want to go see this at an IMAX level because I need to hear all that sound. There was so much audio.
It was
Dolby,
loud.
And Dolby was so loud. And it was just booming. So it totally is worth going to see it in Dolby. By the way, when you talked about Cobra Kai, it reminded me because last week I did go see Rocky in theaters.
Oh, how was Rocky
Sylvester
versus
Stallone?
Drago?
Well, you can watch it now on Amazon, but Sylvester Stallone gave a talk before. And so he gave a 30-minute talk, and he was talking about how his next idea is that he wants to do a series like Cobra Kai, like the series before where Rocky first meets, you know, everyone, and he's a teenager and he's just now getting involved. And then he thinks that and when he was telling this, because at first I was like, I don't think I need this. But then when he was telling the story, I was like, oh, that may be kind of interesting this to see how all this formulated, even though I'm not a big fan of prequels. But no, I liked it, but what it did was though it did more of the relationship between Rocky and his wife. So that you began to get this relationship between them and how she was more influential in the the discouragement of him taking this fight. He left out all the these kitchen scenes and all this other kind of, and so it's like, oh, okay, I didn't know I needed that. So he tried to get more
successfully
of a human.
Take out all the corny stuff though.
It's not as corny, but it's like a more human dimension of Rocky. You do like the movie more because you know the thing that I hate the most about that Rocky is the Rocky speech. Like, I mean, the speech that he gives at the end, we just won this. I hate that more than anything.
In Rocky 4?
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
It's stupid.
Thank you. At least somebody finally gets it. I agree with you. I can't agree with you more. Thank you. Thank you for saying that
speech.
Same here. Yes.
Because he sounds so stupid.
Yes.
He just got pummeled by Soviet Russia.
I can't take the
Drago
speech.
uses
If I can change, you can change.
That's how he sounds.
Oh God!
Wait, okay, so they took that out.
But the movie, no, they didn't. They cut it. But I do think that they moved the movie so quickly that I was like, oh, this is really nice. Like I like the speeding of it. And I was like, oh, we already here, you know. And I like the pacing of it. So I thought it was pretty, you know.
I'll definitely check that out on Amazon after I get with Cowboy Bebop, which Anthony got to see. How was episode 1?
So all right. I'm kind of disgruntled in this. Looking forward to this show coming out. Yeah, it dropped today. The whole series dropped today. John Cho, fucking great Spike. Mustafa Shakir sounds exactly like Jet Black. Like, you close your eyes, it's him. Okay. Opening scroll was just exactly like it is a cartoon. But this first episode, if you've seen the episode 1 of the cartoon, you've seen this episode already. It was not.
So it's just a live action.
It's just a live action.
Scene for scene.
So far, yeah. So far, pretty much it was scene for scene live action of the cartoon with this first episode. Haven't seen the rest of the season, so I'm kind of hoping it's not that way. Or it's kind of just like, yo, we've already seen it. Yeah, no.
Interesting. And I literally just rewatched the animated series like before because I wanted to get ready for it.
I caught up on it too.
Interesting.
Watched it and I was like, all right, dude, this shit's gonna be
that's not fresh live.
No, I mean, it is. It looks great live, but to just take the script from the cartoon in the first episode and store it as your first episode for the live action show. It's like, what we doing here? Like, I've seen this.
I mean, is at least the special effects good? I mean, because that scene when homegirl escapes into outer space with the red eye.
Dude, I was so mad about that scene. All right, so you know the scene, then, right? You know the scene, right?
Of course.
All right, spoiler free here. She blows her boy's head off right there in the spaceship.
Yes.
In the cartoon, not in this one.
Oh,
that's why I was pissed off. Go down.
Okay, so wait. They're taking creative license on this.
Yeah, I was watching. Like, yo, she gonna do it? Because they get in, they take off, they're going. You know, her and Spike are talking. They're like, "Hey, don't do this." And then I'm like, "Oh, she's gonna do it. She's gonna do it." And then she doesn't do it. She doesn't kill her boy at the end. I was pissed off. And then they go down like Bonnie and Clyde. I was like, "Yo, come on! You can't give me a live action, and then take the exact same script from cartoon to live action, and then not follow it like that. Like, if you're gonna be doing this, and you're gonna be nitpicking the good parts out.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Okay. So they're tripping on that. I love the casting. They just released the final editions of the cast for the live action Avatar: The Last Bender series coming to Netflix. The casting is on point. The director that they've hired to do it has done great work. Looking forward to that. The One Piece. Don't know if you're into One Piece, but One Piece is the living shit. The One Piece cast has just been announced. It just revealed them. So look, Netflix is barking up the big cult classic tree here. Also the live action Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam. They just gave the first looks on that. So the only issue with Netflix is that they are doing things that are rated Netflix. You know, that Red Notice film. Yo, in theaters, I probably would have been hot as shit if I watched that in theaters. But on Netflix, I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know, I was able to pause it, because it's so over the top
Long.
and far-fetched and unbelievable. You just go, dude. And then the relationship between The Rock and Gal Gadot is so unbelievable, not even plausible. It was almost gross. It was almost like he kissed his sister. It was gross. It was like, no, seriously. Like he gave her a kiss and it was like, no, babe. It was like it was almost like his wife was like behind the director, like when they had the kissing scenes, because it was really uncomfortable, like to the point where you're like, okay, you guys are really acting, but you're not.
They don't look like they're together.
No,
I was like, I don't believe that y'all together.
Has The Rock ever had like a good love interest in a film? Like, I can't think of a single movie. Like
he's had people he's loved and fought for, but not been romantically involved with.
And that's okay. Yeah. You don't have to have that. Like,
but Anthony, this looks forced. I mean, it didn't
really
look natural.
Yeah,
it didn't look like.
No, seriously, it was. I mean, damn, the kiss Leia gave Luke was better. It was really bad.
Nobody could have thrown in like an idea like, hey, maybe we have Ryan do it instead of him or something.
I mean, like a hug.
You know what? I would bet you the kissing between Ryan and The Rock would have been better than the kissing between.
You're saying Ryan Reynolds, right?
Yeah.
Ryan, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
but I'm saying like there's. My point is that there's no affection. Like it's not
there's no
like
chemistry.
It's like a hug could have, the hug still looked awkward. The hug looked awkward. Like all of it looked awkward.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, look, Netflix. While they will continue to win with just releasing shit and being able to keep our attention with just wild stuff, I just don't know if they're going to, in the long run, be able to keep up with the likes of Disney Plus, because Disney Plus is just fucking everybody up with just what they showed us from Disney Plus Day.
Wait, before you get to Disney Plus Day, before you get to Disney Plus Day, we finally get to see. Did y'all talk about the preview before me? The preview on Spider-Man.
Spider-Man? No, we haven't touched that yet.
Because you finally get to see now, you know why they did this whole release.
Liz just
bad.
Said, hey, let me step on your
yes, because I was like, wait, we're gonna skip past the fact
you saved the best for last. That's why you have the best. You saved the best.
Okay, but just fuck it. Hey, let's fuck it. We're here. Let's go. Spider-Man No Way Home trailer.
Well, what's in that wine? You all right?
But it's the reason
What's in
why
that
they
purple
did
stuff?
this. That's the reason
Purple
why they
drink?
had the whole release, right?
Mm.
That they had that huge thing is because it came with Ghostbusters.
So you say they did it because they wanted to get the jump on Ghostbusters?
Yeah, no, but I'm saying because it was one of the previews for Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to make it seem like, which I think is stupid, right? Because if people would have known that it was going to, the preview was attached to Ghostbusters, you could have probably coupled that so that there'd be more people in the chairs
Well,
on
see, the thing
Thursday
is
night.
no, but
Yes,
look,
Sony messed up
the
there.
trailer release party wasn't that a Marvel thing or was that a Sony thing?
So it was I mean, it's a Sony movie, so I would imagine it's a Sony thing.
Marvel
Sony messed up
product.
there. They should have said, "Look, go see Ghostbusters. The Spider-Man trailer is there."
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean, they did that with episode 1 for Star Wars.
like,
Yeah.
what are you doing, Sony? But it's Sony. Sony does stupid shit sometimes.
I don't
That
get
is
how
true.
Sony's pulling this movie off though. Like they
They're really
I
hyping
swear-
it up.
Well,
mean-
again, Sony has the distribution rights to it. Sony is not responsible for putting it together. That's all MCU. Sony gets to put it in theaters and put their name on the front and say this is a Sony in association with Marvel Pictures. Like Sony gets that credit, while Feige and them get to keep, Tom Holland as Spider-Man in their universe. That's the trade-off, in layman's terms. So Sony is
And
like
Tobey
they're
Maguire.
riding high, and Sony is being Sony. Sony is doing the type of shit like Ryan just said that they don't know. Sony is like, look, we want to sell costumes for Halloween next year. We want to sell toys for Christmas. That's all they care about. While Marvel Studios is like, we're trying to give them a third, round at just one of the best iterations of Spider-Man on the big screen, period,
Mhm.
bar none. This trailer here, seeing it on the big screen, I got to see a lot more. Like I didn't see Scorpion. When I
Down
saw
off
it the
to the
first one that I
corner?
watched, I was like, oh shit, that's Scorpion right there. I thought that was dope. I saw a dude, I was like, is that Mysterio? Because I saw right after Scorpion, a dude flew in kind of like from the bottom left coming towards the center. I thought was Mysterio. Whatever, could be, could not be, but we at least have seen at least 5 of the members of the Sinister Six, and now you got homeboy talking about he is coming back as Vulture. Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
He's like, look, I'm coming back as Vulture. We got a whole project. It's top secret. It's in the works, which I'm like, dude,
he's in
stop
the
it.
other movie. He's in
Morbius.
Morbius. Yeah.
Which again, look, seeing that trailer on the big screen as well, that did not excite me though. Sorry.
You could have fast forwarded.
Hey,
that.
how did
They
you?
could've skipped that.
How much better does Jamie Foxx look as Electro,
Oh, great, yeah.
bro? The
Yeah.
fucking.
I mean, I'm
Not the
actually
blue
surprised
stuff.
that
The blue
Alfred
stuff is
Molina
horrible.
still looks good as Doc Ock. I'm like, you're still
That's
pulling
true.
off the Doc
Alfred
Ock.
Molina's got it. I'm
Yeah.
trying to figure out what the fuck his play is on this one though, because when they were hanging out in that
Mhm.
cave in the trailer, someone was up.
Also, let's be real. I can't prove this, but I'm pretty damn sure that Sony was leaking some shit because this doesn't happen in
Yeah.
Marvel, Disney Marvel movies. Things don't
Oh,
leak.
you talking about the Daredevil sitting at the kitchen table?
That stuff, like leaks
The
of seeing
the
all the
other
three
the other
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man chilling.
Yeah, everything's leaking. I'm like, dude, like, what is going on? Kevin
Yeah.
Feige must be so pissed off right now.
Right. Which is why, and it's really almost like they're sabotaging it because
Mhm.
they keep pushing this narrative that this is coming to an end. Now they're allowing Tom Holland to say, hey, I don't want to be Spider-Man till I'm 30, into my mid to late 30s with a sore back, and they're talking about they cried a lot, while filming this one. When
They did
in certain
say that.
scenes towards the end, and again,
I'm like, is he dead?
thinking, I think that he does die. I really do think that we are going to see a Spider-Man film where Tom Holland's character does die.
Low key, can we take this
pretty
many
sure
deaths
that's gonna happen.
in the MCU? Like,
We
my
need
heart
more. We need more. Yeah.
If you want to successfully bring Miles Morales into the story, the way that Peter Parker died in the ultimate run of Spider-Man, it was a great death. It was a fantastic death. When he crossed, paths with Norman Osborn and revealed him as the Green Goblin, and Norman said, like, dude, I fucking know you're Spider-Man. Now I'm coming after you. They chased his ass to Queens and beat him to death, in front of Aunt May, but at the same time, he did kill Green Goblin and all that. But the way that this story could be done, especially, and here's something that really tips my hat to that, or makes me think that, is when you have Doctor Strange telling Peter that in every other universe where Spider-Man has fought these individuals, they've died. And he's like, nah, man, I'm not down with that. There's got to be another way. And then he starts, that's when you see him trying to grab whatever, the mystic portal box from Doctor Strange, and now shit's fucked up. Okay, cool. If he's going to put his life on the line to save these villains, someone's got to pay. You know, like Mordo said in the end of Doctor Strange 1. You know, what the fuck was that line? It was so dope to me.
The bill, something about the bill.
The bill always comes due. You know, Spider-Man messes it up, the bill's gonna come due. And what you want to end the year on a shocking, you know, Infinity War level snap kind of man.
I can't take this.
You going and kill?
We're not going to ever get another T'Challa.
Spider-Man.
You tell us we're not going to get another T'Challa.
Which I think is insanity.
That we got Iron Man done, Black Widow done, now Spider-Man done. I mean,
they ain't killing Spider-Man yet. They're not going to kill him off just yet.
This is
Peter Parker. No. Spider-Man.
Not Peter Parker, possibly, because again, if they want, just imagine if you have that scene where young Miles Morales comes across him and he says, you know, essentially like, hey, this is on you now. You got to be the next Spider-Man. Brian, you know, you probably beat someone up in that theater going crazy. You probably start slam dancing in that theater.
Okay, here's the thing. If we see Miles Morales in the movie, Peter Parker dead.
Dead.
Well, we already saw his uncle.
Yeah, we did. But
so, yeah, he's in this universe.
If anybody even says Miles, if anybody even says his name,
and he already says his nephew. He already says he has a nephew.
Yeah, he does.
So I mean, we know he exists.
What you're saying is
can't happen.
What you're saying is Peter Parker has about 2 hours left in on his movie career
on his contract.
2 hours and 45 minutes.
Truly, this is the last film that he has under that deal. He had a 5-film deal. This would be it.
I have to add something. Okay, after watching both trailers, I have to talk about Doctor Strange just a little bit. This is a man that went toe-to-toe with Thanos when he had 4 of the gems in Infinity War. You mean to tell me that because Peter Parker couldn't shut the hell up for like 30 seconds, that he gets distracted?
It ain't him.
That's how the multiverse opens up? I think.
It ain't him.
I think. No, it's not him. I think because they've already showed you in Loki that the multiverse is already open. There has to be some type of connection. It can't just be because he lost his concentration. Peter Parker going, oh, you mean the people that knew that I'm Spider-Man? They're gonna forget.
But you know
Peter,
what?
Ryan, you know what? Maybe
hold on. Let me finish what I'm going to say. All Doctor Strange has to say is, well, Peter, fucking tell him again then. It's not a big deal. I find it hard to believe he lost his concentration because Peter wouldn't shut up, and that's how the multiverse opens. No, it's gotta be connected to Loki.
I know, right. Cool? Again, this trailer could be misleading. But how many times have we seen Marvel give us the quote unquote banana in the tailpipe, and it's not what actually happened? Again, I think that whole conversation that they're having, the distracting and all that, I think something else happens. I think Peter maybe he webs Doctor Strange's hands up or some crazy shit, because that scene's got to be longer. It can't, like you say, it can't be that he's incessantly talking. The dude literally scanned a million universes while they were busy on the damn Titan waiting for Thanos to get there.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that Ryan may be correct in the sense that, but they don't know that Loki, that the Loki connection, that the multiverse was open. So they think that the multiverse was open because of the distraction. Look, and not because it was already open at the same time that Loki was happening.
Look, I will say this. I only want one thing out of this movie, and I'm happy.
Oh boy.
Matt Murdock. I want Daredevil. If I see him, I'm happy. It's a win. That's just for me, personally. Yeah,
I feel
Daredevil is one of my favorite characters. I want that. That's all I want. Just make it happen.
What if it's Ben Affleck
from Daredevil?
Fuck off.
From Daredevil to the sheer ass kickery of Moon Knight, to the just spectacle that will likely be Hawkeye, which again Hawkeye's come in
next week.
Next week.
2 episodes.
So excited.
Tell me, man, November was gonna be fire with drops.
Fire. Oh, and League of Legends. That was the show last week. I could not remember. Arcane is based on the League of Legends game. Have you ever played that, Ryan?
A little bit, not really a fan.
Okay, I know that was a quick departure, but it's just because when Anthony said November is going to be fire, that was the other thing I'm watching. But from Disney Plus to Amazon, I don't know. I mean, what is Amazon coming with outside of next week? The Expanse season 6.
Oh, did you see the trailer for that?
Yes.
Fuck, that looks sick.
It's fucking going down.
I was gonna send that in the group chat. I was
so behind.
Are you? What are you?
Me too, Ryan.
Episode 2 still?
Scene 1.
Come on.
Season 1.
I like the show.
Oh my god! I'm telling you, like, when
Season 1, Episode 1, Act 2.
Oh, Liz. Liz, no.
Not Act 1. Season 1, Episode 1.
Season 1, Act 1, Episode 1, Minute 1.
Oh man,
Liz, you got so much catching up to do, and I'm gonna be mad though because they're doing it episodic again, and they're dropping them once a week.
Well, that's good though. It gives me time to catch up.
You know what? Hey, that's good too because like what seasons 4 and 5 are like 6 episodes, 8 episodes long. Yeah. It's not like a complete like television season.
You know, I'm still sitting over here with Apple Plus.
Oh jeez. Okay, what's the latest from Apple Plus?
The Shrek Next Door, and
how's that?
You know, I think it's you know, it's okay. It's just, you know, it's just kind of clumsy, and you know,
and for Apple Plus.
No, not necessarily, because I think, but you know what's so fabulous about Apple Plus, because you know that the Mahershala, and I know I'm saying that wrong. Mahershala Ali. His new show is dropping next month, and no, he has a new show about he's dying of some type of illness, and so he has like a duplicate, and that duplicate falls in. Anyway, it's another sci-fi thing. It's they're spending so much money on these all-stars.
Well, it's Apple. Shit, they got money.
They have a press. Some guy in the back just cranks it all out, and money comes out.
They
do whatever they want.
They have money to burn.
Between him and Bezos. Oh, The Boys.
$5 a month.
The
Boys season 3.
When?
Give me a second. That's dropping soon. I think
I've seen all of The Boys trailers, which are doing their best to clown Disney Plus hard. They literally had Vought Plus Day, where they had a whole episode or a whole commercial where Vought was like debuting their rollout of new superhero themed shows. I was like, oh, you guys are trying to clown. Okay.
They got it it says mid 2022 it's coming out.
Wait, what?
Come on, man.
Stop it. The Boy sucks just for that.
Oh, get it. You're the only one who hates on that. You're the only one who hates on The Boys.
That is true.
Everybody else in this group likes it. All the fans like it too.
I don't.
Sure.
Except Liz.
I like it.
You got the haterade too.
Me too, I guess.
I'm sorry.
I will say this. It took me a long time to start to warm up to it. Like 5 episodes. I was like, dude, is this going to get good anytime soon? But I did like it eventually.
All right. What else you like it?
Oh, man. Well, The Expanse, if I could ever get to it. I'm so behind, man. I'm so busy.
All right. How about the Book of Boba Fett? We got that trailer. That shit dropped. And that shit will look fire. He looked fucking badass. Him and Ming-Na Wen were just
fine.
Look, that's I like the Obi-Wan look that they gave us from Disney Plus Day.
There you go.
I was like, is this gonna actually be good? Saw that. I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, but they really didn't even give us a good teaser or a trailer or anything. That's supposed to be dropping soon.
I think just the
What's
first.
soon to you though? Because you
like
said The Boys 3 is coming out in like 6 months. You said it was soon.
Yeah, I said somewhat mid. That could be like 3 to. That could be anywhere from 3 to 5.
I did like the She-Hulk trailer, little teaser, but it has me thinking that maybe parts of it are pre-snap because Professor Hulk still can use both his arms.
He could have healed up.
Oh, you know what? That's actually something I never thought of.
Could have. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, But like, I thought it'd be interesting. I'm looking forward to that show. I'm looking forward because it takes place in New York, and I'm wondering that who else is going to be in it. Some
Especially
surprises.
because she's an attorney. Why not?
Yes. Why not?
Echo is getting her own series.
Mm-hmm.
We will be seeing next week in Hawkeye. The Moon Knight trailer looked dope. I thought he looked just as insane and crazy and dope as I thought he should.
Mm-hmm.
Even the Miss Marvel, I was like, I wasn't mad at what they're going to do with Miss Marvel.
Now, are they changing her powers or not?
You know, I don't know. They keep saying
nobody knows.
Someone said that they saw some posters or some images or something that make them think that they have changed it. I don't know.
I'll say now. This would be totally dope if Marvel did this. Now, if the rumors are true, Daredevil's supposed to be in Spider-Man 3.
Ben Affleck?
No, asshole.
That.
Don't you dare.
Hawkeye comes out next
talk
week.
About my Ghostbusters reference.
If Daredevil or Matt Murdock is also in Hawkeye and then he leads into Spider-Man 3, that's how you do it. That's when people that'd be dope. That would be nice.
Episodes?
That'd be hot.
How many episodes is Hawkeye? 6 like everybody else?
I thought it was 8.
It's are you sure? Because I thought they said it was in the preview it says 6.
6 episodes? Okay.
Because if it's 6, that puts you from next week almost right up into Spider-Man.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Which I thought it was really strange that they put 6 episodes in the preview. Like I didn't.
You know, Liz, when you say that though, it almost makes it like there's telling you this is going to happen in between whatever the fuck y'all was into and Spider-Man. You know, this will take you this will give you some filler between Eternals and No Way Home.
Episode 6 is on. Episode 6 is on December 22nd. When does Spider-Man drop?
December
19th. I thought it was
29th.
No. Yeah. No. It's not 29th.
When does it drop, Liz?
It drops December 17th. The 17th. So yeah, the last episode of Hawkeye is
December 22nd.
So it's 5 days before. Yeah, so it goes Wednesday for episode 5. Then you get the drop for Spider-Man No Way Home, and then you get episode 6 the following week.
If Hawkeye gives me Kingpin and Daredevil, I'm happy. Very, very happy. Make it happen, Marvel.
Vin Rames is Kingpin.
Will you shut the fuck up?
Crazy side note. But William Dafoe's brother actually did my transplant.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah. Dr. Dafoe did my transplant. He is he was before he retired, but he was one of the best pancreatic transplant specialists at Cedars-Sinai. And when he walked in, when he walked in, they're like, want to introduce you to Dr. Dafoe. And I'm like, they're getting me all ready and stuff. When he walked in, I freaked out for a second because I thought it was
look like him.
Oh, no. They're like twins.
Get the fuck out of here.
It scared me. Same voice, everything. And he was like, I'm not my brother. I was like,
they come and wear the mask.
I literally, my heart started beating fast. I was like, what's happening right now? Why is William Dafoe in here? Is he acting? Is this a role he's studying? He's about to.
Are you sure that he's going to give you the good drugs?
Oh man, no, seriously, no. And it's like every time I saw him after, I was like, man, I told him, I said, dude, you scared the life out of me walking in there. I thought it was pranked. I was like, where is Ashton Kutcher? This is not the time. Not the time. I thought they're gonna come out like, we're not gonna do your transplant. You're on pranked or something. I was like, no, don't do this right now.
You got 6 weeks left.
Oh, shit.
That's horrible.
What else are you watching, Anthony?
Oh, dude, just Cowboy Bebop. I've been meaning to check out that show on Netflix. Arcane.
Yeah,
it's an animated show.
Yep,
I gotta check that out. That shit actually looks pretty bomb. Like,
it is dope. It's different. It's adult. It's not a kids anime show. It's very, very light. It's very, very raw.
And how can Netflix get away with throwing an adult animated show, but they can't show the freaking animated show in real life? Well,
with the head getting blown off.
Yeah.
There's a show on HBO Max called Genlock. Michael B. Jordan does it. Look, I was watching this show last night. and two of the characters were having sex, and then all of a sudden they busted out with full frontal nudity for both characters, for the dude and the chick. And I was like, okay, so she's standing up, and Liz, I'm sorry, but her full coochie hair was showing. And I was like, are you guys serious right now? And then the dude showed up, and his little pecker was flying around, and I was like, this is yo. And I keep trying to tell my son, like, yo, dude, because the first season isn't like this. The first season is just, it's an animated anime series. I was like, yo, man, you got to watch it now. I'm like, no, you can't watch this. You can't watch this.
That shit is slot.
I was like, yo, that's full on Bush. What are we doing right now?
So it was like that one Netflix show, Altered Carbon. And the dude was just walking around with his pecker hanging out like it was nothing. I was like, no, I don't need to see all that.
I don't need to see all that. Yes, no, it's wild. But here's the thing, Genlock is a good show. It is a good show. It's just that scene and the language and the things that they're doing, the drug use, the drinking, it's very, very like, oh, I'm sorry, this is, I don't know if I should watch this. This should be NC-17. This is my eyes. What are we doing right now? Man.
That's funny.
Oh man. Shit, that's about all I got outside of the ultimate sheer joy of knowing that Hawkeye is coming out
5 days.
Week. Man, I fucking can't wait for that. So that is going to be
so. Are we going to be here Wednesday?
Episode.
Are we going to be here Wednesday or no?
We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to. I mean, look, I don't know about y'all, but I'm off next week, so I got nothing but time. It's dangerous. It's dangerous out here in these streets.
It's silly.
Liz, are you ready with a nice little outro?
I don't know.
What the hell?
I know, right? I was so unprepared.
From Gal and Red.
Nothing.
Oh no, there's nothing quotable in that. No, not movie. Actually, you know what's so interesting is I am. I actually have a Scottie Pippen quote. And the reason why is because I've been reading his Unguarded book. Because he has been torching. He has been torching all of relationships in this book. Which is why he was trending. I kept trying to figure out why was he trending all last week or so, and I was like, what was the big deal? And then I was like, oh, he had a book out. That's why he's trending.
Okay. Cannot wait to hear this.
Quote. That's a long quote.
Cannot wait. Shit. Ryan, Anthony,
Whatever,
Dr. Liz,
Ryan.
thank you all for another fantastic episode. Anthony, take us out, good sir.
Good news, everybody.
Who are you gonna call? A proper sequel.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Malicious tears.
Wait, say again.
Malicious tears.
That's
it.
Okay. Excelsior.